So I'm scrolling through an Autism Moms Facebook group the other day, and someone drops this question. Can autistic kids be raised with manners and discipline? And oh boy, the comment section lit up. Mums coming in from every single angle. And it got me actually thinking, what do I actually think about this? Well, my answer might actually surprise you, so stay tuned for that. Now, if you've ever been a parent getting that look in public, you know the one, the wow, can't you control your child look? This video is for you. Today, we're going to talk about, can autistic individuals be expected to have manners? Should they? And what on earth does discipline even look like? Stick around because I'm going to answer all of those questions, and I'll have 3 tips that will help you. Hi, I'm Dr. Dana Johnson, and I work with complex autistic individuals and their families every single day. And I'm here to pass on what I've learned straight to you. So raising your complex autistic child feels a little less lonely and a lot more doable. Okay, let's picture it. You're in the middle of the grocery store. You are trying to hold it together while your autistic child is in full meltdown mode. Kicking, throwing cereal boxes off the shelf like it's a sport. Now me, if I was there, I would totally get it. In fact, I'd help you in the heartbeat if you wanted it. And not for 1 second would I think, wow, this is a terrible parent for not disciplining their child. But the strangers over in aisle 7, yeah, they're not gonna get it. They look and they judge. And here's the part that nobody wants to say out loud. Sometimes you might think this too. Sometimes you're the one thinking, they're old enough, they should just behave. Isn't that literally what all of this therapy, behavioral therapy, is for? Okay, so let's stop right there, because that thought is where things go sideways. First, let's define our terms. Now, you've heard me talk about whole body apraxia a lot. It's the failure to plan, execute, and stop motor movements on demand, even when they know they completely understand what you're asking. The brain gets the memo. The body, it just doesn't cooperate. Whole body apraxia is essentially broken movement, which can look like misbehavior. It may seem like your child doesn't understand what you're asking them. In fact, that's what many of the comments on the Facebook post suggested. Moms saying that they didn't think that their child could understand discipline or manners because they have a cognitive disability. But this is a motor disability, and that makes it look like they don't understand. Now let's go back to your experience at the grocery store. You said to your child, please stop pulling the boxes off the shelf, but yet they keep going. You say it again, and then you threaten the iPad. I am going to take that iPad away if you do it again. And they keep going. So the question is that behavior or is that motor planning failure? There it is. That's the struggle, because in the middle of the chaotic grocery store run, we don't stop and contemplate that question. We just yank the iPad and boom. Now we've got a full-blown meltdown in the dairy section, and actually everyone is now having a meltdown. So here's what I tell parents, and it's the single most useful reframe that I know. Always assume that they can't control their body. Assume it's motor planning, not misbehavior. Not because you'll always be right, but because when you assume that, you stay better regulated, you stop blaming your child for something that maybe they can't control, and your child doesn't feel that blame and then can spiral even further. Now, I want to explain it a little bit further. Your child's brain has the destination locked in. They understand what you're asking them. They know exactly what they're supposed to do. But the GPS that's guiding the body, it starts to glitch. And you know that feeling when your GPS malfunctions. You're driving along, the GPS is totally confident, getting you there, and then it says recalculating, or just the little blue dot freezes, or it jumps 3 streets over. Or cheerfully, in that positive voice, tells you to turn left, but yet it's a dead end. And the whole time you're thinking, I know that that road is right there. You're getting frustrated. The destination actually never changed. The signal just dropped. That's your child's body. The intention is locked in and correct. They know the goal, they understand, but the signal to carry it out completely cuts out. And here's the cruel part. Everyone watching only sees the wrong turn. They don't see that your child knew exactly what to do the entire time. Okay, so to answer the question, do I think that complex autistic kids and adults can be raised with manners and understand discipline? Absolutely, 100%. It's just going to look a little bit different. What we neurotypical folks file under the good manners and well-behaved may not be something that your child can pull off without support, because that drop signal glitch is real and it happens all day long. But here's what I believe with my whole heart. Your child understands you and they want to do what you're asking of them. They know the goal, they know the destination. Their body just keeps losing the signal. And the more misunderstood they feel, the more frustrated they get, and the more meltdowns and so-called behaviors show up. Being understood isn't a nice to have here. It's the entire thing. Okay, so I promised you 3 things. Here they are. Number 1, learn about whole body apraxia. Genuinely, this will change your life and everything you know about your child. I've got a ton of videos on this channel, so go binge them right now. Okay, number 2, presume competence. This is huge. A motor planning disability does not mean an understanding disability. And that's what presuming competence is. It's believing that your child can learn and they understand. It is not that they know everything. Just think about another child the same age as yours. How do you talk to them? The same way that you talk to your child? Now, be sure to talk to your child in an age-appropriate way and not about them in front of them, because they totally get it. They hear you and they understand. Then just sit back and watch and see what happens, because I can almost guarantee that things are going to start to shift. And number 3, have expectations. Yes, honor the motor challenge, but that doesn't mean expectations go completely out the window. Nor are these expectations so high that they're unachievable. My clients tell me that they want their parents to have expectations. They want to be challenged, just with supporting and understanding baked in. That's the difference, not absolutely no expectations, just expectations with a spotter. Now, one last thing, because I'd be misleading you if I left this part out. Is everything whole body apraxia? Do complex autistic kids never actually misbehave? Now, if your kid happens to be listening now, they're probably like, Mom, please shut this off right now. Don't need to listen to anything more that she has to say. But let's be real. They're kids or teenagers or adults. And depending on the age, they will push back. They'll test your limits, and occasionally they will drive you up the wall. That's not whole body apraxia. That's just being a person. So give yourself grace. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be as consistent as you can. Assume the good, support their body, and keep the expectations. That's it. Now, if this reframed even one thing for you, do me a favor. Share it with a parent, a grandparent, or that one relative who keeps saying they just need more discipline. And subscribe, because I make videos like this to help you actually understand your complex autistic child and not just manage them. That's it for today. Assume the best, support their body, and I will see you on the next video.